His question is if you are running an office, usually when we run the small business, we need office, right? So the rent is very easy. Rent is the expenses you pay to the landlord. So that's the rent. So the rent is kind of very narrow. The office expenses is very broad, but amount probably is not that big, right? You have a janitor come in, and say for example you have security, you have a security alarm like that. Everything related to your office, and you can put here. So I would think it's broader. However, perhaps the amount is not that big as the rent.
What happens for small business if they use their home?
Oh, that's a big issue. Very good issue. You remind me, more and more issue for your final project. Yes. For someone you use your home to run your business, there is one area very, very popular and very valuable topic for you to study. How can you report your home office as expenses here? My conclusion, if you own your residence, that means this house is yours. It is not worth it to report home office. It is not worth it because you have other much better benefit, taxation benefit for your residence already. You don't want to mess up because the very simple rule is if you live there for 2 years, you have a 250,000 capital gain free. However, if you report certain percentage as a home office, your 250 amount drop. You understand? Of course, your benefit is you can deduct every year instead of waiting for, till the time you sold the property. That's the only benefit you got because you report that you deduct right away. However, you make that everything too complex. And there is one section in this book, in this chapter, talking about home office. Okay, it must be exclusive, that kind of rule. That means this room, you did not use it for any other purposes. You only use. And also you use this place as a regular place you meet your client. Too many regulations. So my conclusion is, if you own this property, I think it's not worth it. You would rather get 250,000 capital gain free. However, if this home you rent, if this property is you rent it, you must report it. Otherwise, you cannot deduct. Understand? Because for your personal use as a residence, say you spend $2,000 per month as a rent for your residence, you cannot deduct. However, you designate, say, 25% as a business, and you follow all the regulation, and then you can deduct 25% from these expenses reported here. So you can transfer or convert a portion expenses it was not deductible become deductible. So you understand? So if this home you rented, I highly recommend you report it as a home office. Otherwise, if you own this property, don't bother it. Don't bother. Just let me answer.
Okay, sorry. How about if the wife owns the house, but the husband uses for the office?
That is too far away from my topic right now. So I will discuss with you later on because right now I will try to keep our topic as business expenses. I want to, you're welcome to talk to me after discuss because right now I still want to narrow down the topic here is related to the business.
If I want to stay for this house for let's say 10 years and 5 years I use as a home office partially, then after 5 years I totally use as a resident. Yes. Can I still take the 250,000?
Oh yes. There's another issue I don't want to talk about right now. So any other issue related to the business? Yeah, Mr. Fu.
Yeah, the 18, that's office expense. 20, rent. That is for the office business property.
Right.
So that's rent. That will not conflict. Which one is go to? For example, the
Yeah,
office
as I
rent.
say, the rent is the expenses you pay to landlord. So the rent is according to your rental agreement, right? Say $2,000 per month. You as a business owner pay to the landlord. And the office expenses you pay to everybody else. Janitory, security people, whatsoever. That's office.
So that definitely.
And office expenses you can expect the amount probably every month is different. Right? Because this month probably I don't have any office expenses and next month probably, right? So it's irregular. But for rent it's more stable because you have an agreement there. So you can differentiate. But sometimes in the gray area you just pick one area. Just pick out one box to fill in. Don't report twice. Any questions in the back?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, Jennifer.
Number 13 is the depreciation
Yes.
and the deduction.
Yes.
So about related to my business, so can I do the deduction? Can I skip 1 year and do next
No,
year?
no. Her question, let me repeat it. Very, very important. Very, very important issue here. As a business owner, do I have option? Do I have election to report depreciation this year and then next year I don't report it? Do I have option to choose what year I report depreciation? The answer is no. It's very straightforward. The IRS said, even though, okay, that's kind of penalty, okay? Even though you did not report depreciation last year, you lose already. You lose. Because that's your benefit, right? You want to deduct it. Because you want to see the taxable income as little as possible. So number one issue, we don't have option. As a business owner, we don't have option to choose what year I report or not. We
So
must.
that means every single year.
Yes, every year.
So I cannot skip this year.
Even you skip, you lose the benefit. That means you're supposed to deduct, say, $2,000 from your income, then your income increased by $2,000. Okay? But let me repeat, okay? Number 13, you see, that's a section 179. Eventually, I have a topic here. Anybody want to choose there, okay? 179 is very, very important section. They allow the small business owner to deduct your business expense right away. You don't go to depreciation. You have that choice. So as a small business, Jennifer, if I were in your situation, I will use 179. So for example, I purchased a computer, $2,000. As long as this item is not forbidden by law. Say for example, automobile, you cannot deduct by 1 year. Okay? Automobile, you can say I deduct 50,000 this year. So unless this item is forbidden, okay? Otherwise, I will go ahead because I'm a small business. I will use section 179. Okay? You cannot remember every section, but 179 is very important tax section. You must remember that. That is called small business expense deduction. And most of the small business, we are qualified. So when we purchase something, we go ahead, deduct right away in 1 year. We don't do the depreciation.
Where's the section 179?
That is on the number 13, you see. I say we are looking at Schedule C right now, and we are following under the Part 3. You know, we are talking about what kind of business expenses for today, for today's
What about the business loss? So the
Oh.
business negative.
No, business loss we're not talking about yet. Business loss is the number on 20. Next page, okay? No, I'm wrong. No, on same page, okay? That is on the 31. Jennifer just mentioned what about business loss? No, we are not talking about business loss right now. We only talk about from number 8 to number 27. We are only talking about business expenses. Of course, when you have total business expenses more than your business income, you will have loss. And that is the number, negative number on number 31. You will see it. And that number will carry over to your 1040. And we talked about that last week. And that number is negative, right? And that negative number offset your any other ordinary income. This is good, very good number.
I can take this topic.
Huh?
I can take this topic.
179.
179.
Let me see.
Is it a topic?
Yeah, I'll give it to you. You just talk about 179, okay?
Yeah, 179 depreciation.
Zero cost. So you talk about 179. That's a big issue. Just narrow down because that's too big. Yeah, go ahead in the back.
So you, what you mean is the, for example, the computer $2,000 computer. If I want to put, I just put it on the 18 Office expense, or
No, 13. 13. You use on the 13.
But that's depreciation
Yeah. See 179.
and Section 7. Okay.
179 is an exception to depreciation.
Okay, so I can just put the whole amount
Yes.
2,000 there.
Yes. Yes. So as a small business, you don't want to depreciation, and 179 is exception to depreciation. That really means you don't have to do depreciation. You just write it off in 1 year. That's very good. Encourage. Why? Because it encourage small business to purchase more equipment, right? Because in the United States, government encourage people to buy more because this society, okay, capitalism, right? It encourage people to spend more, and if you spend more, you deduct right away.
To use the 179, whether you have to be